Okay, so this is the part where we put all these parts together that we made in our last video, and we use a thing called assembly. So you should already have an assembly tab at the bottom. If for whatever reason you don't have one, you deleted it, whatever, you can always go here and go create assembly, but we should have assembly one here. So we click on assembly one. And the first thing that comes up when we go into assembly one is we need to go and insert all our parts. So this one's just taking some time to generate the preview. Doesn't matter. I don't like to bring all my parts in at the same time. I just like to start with something simple. So I bring the cab, I click on there and I place the cab. I'm going to zoom out so I don't overlap things because that makes it tricky. The chassis and 2 fuel tanks. And that'll give us enough to work with. Actually, why don't we bring the roof in, because that's a good thing to show you here. At the moment, I can't see where my roof is or my wheel is. They're there, but for whatever reason, the display isn't showing them because it's off the page. So we type in here roof, and it is there. So we just click there. So bring those 4 things in, your 5 things if you like, because 2 fuel tanks. Then press tick. Now, in here, we're mating. Yep, not the awkward sense, just the joining sense. So all of these things are called mating. So if we click on a fastened mate, that's going to fasten something to another thing. Okay, and we've got to pick reference points. And the first thing you select is the thing that will move to the second thing. So that's an important thing because you don't want to move everything all the time in the wrong order. So I'm going to move this cab to the chassis. The chassis is going to be the foundation for everything. So everything's going to be moved to that thing that's going to grow in process like a piece of Lego. Righto, so if I hover over this edge, see how I've got that mate looking that way. I can also get the mate to hover over a corner. I can get it to go that flat way. It really does not matter as long as you pick the corresponding point on the other piece. So right now, there is no corresponding edge there for the back, but there is a corresponding edge here for the front. So if I click that one, and then I go and click this one, it will move it to that point. And I'd simply tick that as done. And I'm staying in fastened mate mode. So it's ready for me to fasten something else. Let's go and put the roof in this time. So the roof's over here. If I select that point there, that edge, so that fasten mate connector is right on the center of that edge, and I put that one there, I've now connected the roof. So that's pretty easy. The fuel tank's slightly different because you do have to select the faces facing the same way. So what I mean by that is you're on fasten mate. We're going to select this flat face, but we need to select the front of the fuel tank, and then we need to select the back of that spot there. All right, press tick. So turn back around again, select the front of the fuel tank, go back over here, select the back of that spot there. All right, so our fuel tanks, cab, roof, chassis are all together. Excellent. Close that. Now we're going to bring in some more parts. So insert. This time I want axle. We need 3 axles. And wheels aren't there again, so I type in here wheels. I will actually wheel. And I've got to bring in 10 wheels. So I like to just pull these wheels out over here so that they're not in the road. And you'll notice that we'll have to change the direction of these wheels. We'll have to spin half of them around another way. So that will happen at some point. As long as you bring in 10 right now. How many have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. All right, tick that. Let's go put our axles into position. So next to fasten mate is revolute mate. That's going to work well for our circular shapes. So revolute mate, we're going to select the end of an axle. Then we're going to select the end of an axle hole in the chassis. Now what that's done is it's put it in place next to that, like right on that line, but we don't want that. We want to offset it. So when I click on here, what will happen is, oops, sorry, for whatever reason my thing glitched out. Okay, click on there, click on there. Why are you not? I'm having a little bit of a slow connection issue. Don't worry about that. It is there. Now, what you'll see is that's flush with the end. We want to offset it so it's centered on the bottom of the truck. Yeah. So to do that, we click offset, and in here, so I have got a bit of a slow connection here, sorry, but it's catching up. In here, we've got a Z axis, an X axis, and there is a Y axis, and that's this way, the green one. The Z axis is the blue one. So I want to rotate, offset on the Z axis 20 millimeters. So that moves it up, and now that's perfectly centered because that was a 20 mil extrude. Now we've gone 20 mil that way with our axle. Our axle's centered. So we can tick that. That's done. I've got to do the same for these other axles. So we use Revolute Mate, and we select the very end. And then we go over here and we select the end of the axle hole, and you can see there it's put it in. This time the offset's going to be a bit bigger. It should be about 40 because we extruded that chassis down 40 mil at the back. So tick that one, and then do the same with your other axle there. Revolute Mate. Here we go here. And then we go offset 40. Enter. And that should be right. So our axles are in place. The hardest part now is honestly putting the wheels on, which it involves just a little bit of tricky offsetting. But we know how to do it, so I'm sure you can do it. Now, click that. We don't want to be revoluting these. We need to spin half of our wheels first. So to do that, what you can do is you can get into a view similar to this. Click on one wheel. You'll see this handle, and the handle will spin something. So if you click and drag that handle, you can spin something around. You want to spin it 180 degrees. You need to spin 5 wheels 180 degrees. All right, so once you've done 5 wheels 180 degrees, sorry, 180, then you can start doing what we need to do next, which is put all these wheels on our axles. And I've got one more to go. All right, so I've got 5 wheels facing one way, 5 wheels facing the other way. Can't speak. Let's do an easy one. The front wheels are easy. So we get a Revolute Mate, and we've got to have a wheel facing the right way. So the rim is to the outside at the front. We select the middle point as our mate connector. Then we go over to the axle and we select that point, and that's done. So our wheel is going to be just sticking out a little bit because that looks cool. All right, we can do the same on the other side. So we can spin around and get a wheel that's facing the right way. If this is doing your head in, I'll move it around that way. So we get a wheel that's facing the right way. We select the middle axle hole. We select that point there, and we tick. So we've got 2 wheels on. They're easy. They're good. However, the trickier ones are these ones. You need to make sure that you've got a rim. So this is the rim. We'll call that the rim, the little setback. You need to have a rim facing inwards on the first 2 wheels here, and then a rim facing outwards like this on the outside wheels. So you just need to get the direction right. So Revolute Mate again. So we're going to put this wheel, think flat to flat. So that's a flat surface. And then the next flat surface that's going to go next to it is on the back of that other wheel here. All right. So we're going to Revolute Mate. We've selected the middle of that wheel. We're going to click over here. Now what we'll see is that actually I'll go to the bottom view so you can see that's flush there, but we've got to move it over here. So this is where your offset gets a little bit tricky. It's the Z axis. We've got to set that back in. Now we'll try 20, but see how it went the wrong way? So now try minus 20, and it'll push it the other way. So that might happen to you. It does depend on your machine and how it's set up, but negative 20 or 20 will work. All right, tick that. So we've got to do that to all these other wheels. So I'll quickly do that with all these other wheels, but just make sure you've got a rim facing in. Then once we've done that to our other wheels, we're going to put this wheel with the rim facing out in here again. So using Revolute Mate, we select the middle there. Then we go here. Now, when we look at this, you might think that looks all right, but it actually isn't. We need to just step it in a little bit. So we're just stepping it in about 2 millimeters. So an offset of about 2 mil should bring that in nice and neat to where we want it. You could go 3 mil if you want, and that'll have even 1 millimeter gaps here, and everything will be in line. I really don't mind what you want to do. 2 or 3 mil will be fine. I'm going to leave mine at 2. All right, so that's our back wheels. And I could go and do all of the other ones, but I'm not going to waste your time on this video. I'm going to go straight to another one that's already done so you can see what they're supposed to look like. So back in here, if I go back in here, if I go to this truck one that I've already done before, you'll see that our wheels are offset. These ones are a little bit bigger than what they were, so that one should be set back in a couple of mil. But yeah, your wheels should all be facing the right way, okay? In the next video, I'll show an extension task on how to do the smokestacks and brackets and the hitch.